here.
What happened?
It's Randall.
I didn't do it. Where's my daughter?
Something happens to my daughter. I'm dead.
You're the one who did this. You're the one who made our daughter crazy. Make sure it gets done. I want it blood.
Don't touch me.
This neighborhood is crazy.
The series.
Well, if Loving You Is Wrong fans, the end of an era. Not exactly. Next week is officially the end, but this will be my final trailer breakdown for Tyler Perry's If Loving You Is Wrong. This is the last one, so make sure you show this video some love by giving it a thumbs up. Let's try to get to 250 likes on this one. I know it's a big number, but it's a big episode coming up next week, and as you just saw in the trailer, a lot of shit is going down. So also, if you're new to the channel, hit the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out when I post new content, and hit the subscribe button. That way, well, you don't miss out on future content, literally. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going to happen this week. Well, actually, excuse me, next week. And there was a lot of stuff that happened in the episode last night, and my review's coming right after this. I'm actually recording the trailer breakdown first, but okay. The finale is going to be Season 5, Episode 12, and Episode 102 overall for the series. So, If Loving You Is Wrong did hit a minimum of 100 episodes, which is great. 102 is the final one. June 16th. Boom is the title. Eddie's poor decision cost the life of others. I mean, honestly, that's kind of a basic synopsis based on everything that's happening in the trailer. I want to be completely honest here. But, and I will be doing my traditional who's going to die in the series finale. Well, technically season finale. That's how I usually phrase it, or mid-season finale. But this is my first series finale. All right, so we pretty much are going to pick up where we left off with Marcy beating the hell out of Randall. I mean, at the end of the episode, he was knocked out after that first hit from the fire iron, which I was correct when I did the video about what she would be beating him with, because she grabbed it right at the front door and just wailed on him. And I guess Marcy was kicking Randall's ass. Let's be honest here. She was kicking ass. Maybe it's the fact that she had heels and she was hitting below the belt, but yeah, she was winning. Even before like the whole vase thing, you know, she was taking it. She was taking it to town. But did she have to go that far? Probably not. But at the same time, yeah. Well, she goes back over to Brad's house covered in blood, saying that she was attacked, and she's obviously distraught. She's freaking out, not knowing what to do. And towards the end of the trailer, where we see like 50 things happening within the span of 3 seconds, you know, Brad's trying to calm her down, and I can't believe it, but it seems that Marcy, or I don't know who's going to come up with the idea, but basically they're going to take Marcy's dress and put it on Alex. So we also see towards the end, it looks like Rick is trying to pull her up from the sofa. She's like, don't touch me. So are Brad and Marcy, and let's be real here, I think Randall might be dead. I feel like I am kind of upset, because I really did like my house fire theory about Bennett setting a house on fire, but that's not what's going to happen apparently. Yeah, seems like they're going to pin Randall's alleged murder on Alex, which I think is very effed up. And I'm not, and guys, I know it's like, well, Jeremy or Alex, but you love Alex, but all that aside, that is horrendously wrong on so many levels. Not to mention, how the hell are the kids sleeping through all this? Okay, but more to the point of the trailer, we got, you know, Larry demanding Ian leaves his hospital room, and Mandy's like, you played me, you played us, you need to get out. So I guess that Ian does go to the hospital, like he said, to check on Larry, but it seems like, you know, he was also just going to get intel on Mika, because he does call Lucian as soon as he gets kicked out of the hospital room. And yes, this is the same hospital as the haves and have-nots. And no, I'm not going to theorize, hey, is Madison working there, or any of the other work? What if Celine shows up clean? Look, no, I'm not going to go that far. It's the same set, okay, obviously. But basically, Lucian and Steven are on the other end of the phone, and I think Ian is telling them, like, hey, I blew it, you're going to have to fight. And then we have Larry telling Mandy to focus and get it done. I want it bloody. I wonder what's that in reference to, because if you ask me, and this is just my opinion, at the beginning of the last episode, after Mandy, fired some shots that scared Eddie off, Larry was on the phone saying, "Kill her, do it now." So I think it's safe to assume that Mika, and I'm not like, she better be because of how much time has passed. It would make sense if Mika is already dead. Because Larry gave the order. Like, that was it. That should be it. So if Steven or Lucian get any intel, which I believe they said Lamont's on it, Lamont should be, sending back intel. Mika should be dead, guys. For real. Because that leads to something else that's going to happen in the trailer, but I'll talk about that later. All right, so Rick is going to be making rounds next. He's going to be getting around. Basically, he is going to be talking with Kelly, and Terrell's outside, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, that's the father of your son? Okay, why didn't you ever tell me about him?" He's like, "Well, I thought we had something going on." And Kelly's like, "Why would you think that?" And I'm not saying I dislike Kelly, but she seems to be leading people on a lot. I don't know. It's like first she kissed Lou out of excitement. Then before that, Rick, had to change of heart and was helping you. And no, I'm not saying that because Rick was instrumental in getting her out of jail that she should owe him anything. But I mean, honestly, last season, didn't it really seem like Rick and Kelly might have something going on? But in any case, then Terrell's getting jealous about, Rick, what, he just putting your arm on his shoulder? And it's like, no, why are you jealous? And like, Kelly, come on now, stop playing them games. But we also see Rick going over to Bennett's house, and he's like, hey, freeze, put your hands up, put them on your head. It's like, what? And then he's like, I didn't do it. And we see Bennett being taken to the cop car. Obviously, Rick thinks that, I'm guessing Rick comes back because he got a search warrant. He goes to Randall's house, finds Randall dead, and then goes to arrest Bennett. Because it looks like Brad is also trying to approach the house, and Rick is telling him, like, hey, no, back off. So I wonder if Brad tells Rick that it wasn't Bennett, and Bennett gets off, and then that's when Rick goes to arrest Alex because she's covered in the bloody, she's wearing the Randall's bloodstained dress, and then she gets arrested, leading to Terrell, because Terrell and Kelly come outside, and Kelly's like, what happened? And Brad's like, it's Randall. And then Terrell's like, this neighborhood is crazy. This neighborhood is crazy. So from there, and this is a lengthy trailer breakdown, guys. There's a lot of shit going on. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a lot of stuff going on. My goodness. All right. So after Ian is coming from the hospital and he's in the parking lot, Eddie, ambushes him and tastes him. And yes, this is most likely the same parking garage set that, Eddie attacked Larry in, and possibly the same hospital set from the Haves and Have-Nots. Who cares? But he's like, where's my daughter? Does Ian die? I hope not. But this is the final episode. Let's see. Oh yeah, Steven and Rick also have a blinking moment, missing moment when they go to Larry's hospital room. So they possibly go to charge him with the kidnapping of Mika, and because she's dead. Let's see, Kelly, what happened? Bennett arrested. Oh yeah, Esperanza, like, if something happened to my daughter, what she said, like, I'm dead. And Eddie to Esperanza is like, you're the one who did this. You're the one that made our daughter crazy. And I'm like, what do you mean your daughter crazy? Nothing about her. I mean, you're the one who was getting in her head with all those lies. And then we see a moment where it looks like it looks like, Natalie is like surprised, and it looks like Steven and Lucian are holding Esperanza back, and then there's the other taller black guy there who looks like he's rushing forward. Because the screen kind of flashes, so do you think Esperanza does something to Eddie? Does she take a gun and shoot him or something like that? And I'm guessing that black guy, he's wearing like a green shirt. Maybe that's Lamont. Look, if Lamont ever appeared in the show, let me know, because I honestly forgot. I mean, because in last night's episode, let me look at the notes again. Lucian has Lamont looking into the case with Mika. So my guess is that Lamont comes up and, basically says that Mika's dead, and then that's why Eddie and Esperanza go at it, and then, Esperanza kills Eddie, maybe. I don't know. Because let's be real here. If Esperanza was, like, physically trying to attack Eddie, I don't think it would take Lucian and Steven to get her off him, so I don't know. But overall, guys, this is the final one, the final trailer breakdown for Tyler Perry's If Loving You Is Wrong. The episode title is Boom, airing next Tuesday, and then that's a wrap. Eddie's poor decision cost the life of others, but to be honest, you know, I think Mika might be the only one. I mean, when Larry told Mandy to make sure it gets done, I want it bloody. Like, who else is, I mean, is this a threat? Like, hey, you send somebody to take care of Eddie too. I mean, I don't know, but looks like Alex might be pinned for the Randall murder. It's not going to be an extended episode, so it's going to be the usual 40 minutes, 42 minutes. I don't know if there's going to be epilogue, but to be completely honest, guys, you know what's crazy? The fact that this is the final episode, and number one, it doesn't even seem like we're going to move to the next day unless there's some kind of time jump. Number two, has anybody but me just forgotten or just doesn't even give a damn about the Who's the Baby Daddy anymore? And number four, I'm probably going to do a separate video on this soon, but maybe after the finale. But remember the whole titular thing of this season, who is Alex? And I feel like we never really got an answer to that. Because if she really does get pinned for a random murder, there are just so many things that are wrong about that. So I don't know. And yes, I will be doing a separate video on that. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm just sorry I came into the show so late. But I appreciate you taking this fun ride with me. And yeah, I'll do an emotional send-off video next week after, you know, the finale and whatnot. But it's been an interesting ride. But we'll just have to wait and see what the finale brings to the table. Is it going, I mean, like the video I did last night, right when the episode started airing, you know, about who will die in tonight's episode. Joel Rush was like, no more cliffhangers, no more unanswered questions, 2 more episodes, and that's it. So will the final episode stick the landing? Will the final episode answer all of our questions? Well, based on everything so far, I don't think so. But who knows? I could be completely wrong. But I really think that unless this episode has some form of an epilogue, I have no idea how in the world everything is going to wrap up. So also, what do you, before you ask, what do I think is going to be the cliffhanger ending of the episode? Either Alex being arrested or whatever Esperanza does to Eddie, unless there's an epilogue. But that's all I got for you. So make sure you follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Please, if you'd like to donate to the channel, because support black business, black guy owning this channel, you know, you can go ahead and donate on Cash App or PayPal, or you can just join my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But thanks so much for tuning in. I hope this video does a lot of numbers, and I'll talk to you soon.